This is of a 2009 movie, another one from that year. Different cast this time. The Tournament. Yeah. This is an hour and 30 something minutes, right? 95 minutes. So, see, it's short. I miss when movies were this short. Now, movies have to be 2.5 hours to prove a point, and I don't get why. Because movies don't need to be that long. You could cut things down and make it shorter. I'm not saying mandates because Josh thinks a short movie is a mandate. No, if the Mario movie was 2 hours, it would have flopped because more movie means less screen time. It starts like a documentary, stock footage. Yikes. I know. The Purge? No, that was after this. Chirao, Brazil. I haven't seen this movie in years. Just like Tekken, I hadn't seen it in years. Because these are not movies I go to watch all the time. They're movies I wanted to do podcasts for. And with Tekken, I had to do it digitally because the DVD was scratched. There's Ving Rhames, who was wasted in Mission Impossible 8. He's just there to die. That's it. Because we didn't have enough sadness with losing Rebecca Ferguson in the last movie. An overacting villain, and no, it's not Nicolas Cage. Guy's trigger happy. It's a wannabe Nicolas Cage. Yeah, this movie's an hour shorter. You miss. Yeah, he slipped on all that blood. Yep, clean. Its head clean off. That was awesome. Again, I haven't seen this movie in years. It has no special features at all. At least Tekken, I think, had like a making of or something. That was an awesome effect, by the way. Blood. Yeah, this has been a long, long journey to getting to this movie. Like I said, I was gonna see it in May, but this and Tekken were overlooked because I had other movies to do. The tournament. There's the title. Seven years later. Yeah, I always thought Bing Rames was wasted in those Mission Impossible movies. Great Britain, yeah, I don't care. Because he doesn't do much. The fourth movie, he was just a cameo, and now that he killed him off. For no reason whatsoever. It wasn't his acting that was the problem. At least Benji, they did something with him in those movies. He was the tech guy. And the comic relief in most of them. There's my girl, Kelly Hu. One of the sexiest Asian women to ever exist. I will take that with me. I first saw her in Surf Ninjas when I was like 8. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, that is one of the hottest women I've ever seen. Her first feature film was Friday the 13th Part 8. Weird, huh? The 8th one in that franchise. And she's in her 50s now, and she still looks amazing. Lele Zen. She's like Ming-Na Wen, except she's done better films. Because Ming-Na, except for Mulan and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which most people know her for, I don't know a lot of other films she's done that are really good. Because Street Fighter's terrible. She's not the problem. She was trying. She was young at the time and trying to get roles, but I know Kelly for a lot of films. Surf Ninjas, The Scorpion King, X-Men 2, Phineas and Ferb. Yes, she did the voice of Stacy playing a teen, and she was like in her 30s when she started doing that role with her voice, or that sexy voice of hers. I don't know why she has an accent in this movie, because she's not from China or Japan or whatever. She's just Asian descent from Honolulu. Gorgeous woman. Ugh. I'd kill to see her at Comic-Con. Because there's some of the X-Men actors were there, but some canceled, like Famke Janssen. This is her birthday today. Happy birthday to Famke Janssen. She canceled. I did this podcast later because I got up early this morning. I was dead tired yesterday. COVID mask. Yikes. Yeah, I don't remember any of this. It's just like watching it for the first time because it's been years. Like Robert Carlyle. He's Scottish. He's not British, he's Scottish. Fans know him as Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time. I know him for, Formula 51 and 28 weeks later. I don't know what you did last night. Yeah, again, please don't do that. He does that twice in the movie. He vomits twice. He's barred? Don't you mean banned? It is disgusting. Because there's a scene that he's on a bus with Kelly Hu and then he vomits again. Why are these people? Why is there so many weirdos in my chat? I'm gonna have to. The chat is weird. There. There's nothing wrong on my end. I told Josh, if you want to leave a comment in the chat. It's open. You can't do incognito mode here. You can't. Because I checked the hidden users and you're not there, so. No thanks. I'm never going there. No, this is not a martial arts tournament like Mortal Kombat or Tekken. Yes. Yes, sir. I want to get these accents out of the way. Lie. The East. The odds. Yes, Scott Adkins in another movie. Why does this man always play something that he's not? He's always playing a Russian. I'm like, you're British, dude. You're not Russian. You're. He's about as Russian as Florence Pugh in Black Widow, and she's not. Yeah, Ving Rhames. There's less people in this than Tekken. Odds 2-1. That's not funny. What? $30. But they have less time. So it's like John Wick. It's like John Wick meets the Hunger Games. In a way. Kill or be killed. Again, I don't remember the premise. It's been years since I've seen this movie. What a woman. I like Asian girls, guys. You know that. I've said that without any fear. If you, hell yeah. She's so desirable. She's not from China. $23 and two. She has a silencer. The food's out there. It's just food. Behind you. Man, this movie's brutal, man. No, you should do. Wow. Mm-hmm. Yes. This movie's brutal. This is before John Wick came out. Don't tell a girl after I kill you I'm gonna defile you. Yeah. It's not the same. Hey, you attacked her first. You get what you deserve. That's right. Fire will. Yep, you're dead. Right in the head. She's so good, man. This is illegal, you know. You can't play a game where people die because if lives are threatened, then it's not a game anymore. Even in boxing and wrestling, they have to have some limited rules. They have to stop the match if someone's not able to move. Noreen. Black. trying to get the tracker out. Hmm. The chat's empty now. See, I told you, there's a lot of there's a lot of fake accounts here saying weird things. It's in the coffee. That guy's gonna swallow it. Always check your cup before you sip it. What a waste of that food. I'll see that later. Yep, again. The chip is in there. Again, dude, you're gonna swallow that chip. See? And Carlisle's a good actor. It's not like he's bad in this movie. That was nice. That was nice of him. Even though he's going out for killing. Yeah, I always bring money with me. I don't use credit cards. I always pay in cash because it's the fastest way to pay for things without having to swipe or tap or anything. I don't use card for transactions online like Amazon or whatever. Or when I take the bus. They're trying to kill him, but he had nothing to do with this game. He swallowed the transmitter, so they're following him. Does that man look like he's part of this tournament? No. Yep, gotcha. This is more like killing each other than a martial art tournament like Tekken or Mortal Kombat. Duck. We're 24 minutes in. Yep, she died. Yes, even in a church, you're not safe from assassins in this movie. Yeah, it's a building. It can be toast in like a few seconds. Remember Die Hard 2, where the villain's hideout was in the middle of some abandoned church in the middle of the nowhere, in the snow. Again, no insignias next year. Wait a few seconds and then bam. Told you, you're not safe. It's not even. You want to be a good man? 2009 is when movies don't have to force of diversity. No, there's diversity here, but it's not forced. It's not. There's a black man in this movie and an Asian, but they don't have to color code everything. He's not one in the tournament. It's a mistake. He swallowed the transmitter, and they think that he's part of the group. I'm like, did they say that there was a priest in this? No, you idiots. Yeah, they break right through the window, just like Daredevil. I told you, in an action movie, no place is safe. Even Batman, remember they were in a cathedral at the end of the '89 film. Some really good action scenes and camera work and stunts, just like an action film should be. Because this director knows how to keep the camera steady, just like the one who did Hostage and Tekken. They know how to direct. You don't have to shake the camera to prove anything. That no. It's funny because they both did Marvel. She was in X2 and he was in the first Doctor Strange. It didn't have much dialogue in that, and there's a reason for that. That's right, girl. Let them have it. Also, they got actresses that can act and they can fight. Florence can't fight. In Thunderbolts and in Black Widow, she's a stunt double is used for half the fight scenes. I also know that. Yo, that was a good stunt too. Believe me, I got into a lot of fights when I was a kid. Some of them were out of my hands because, again, people used to bother me. He's trying to drown her. I'm watching this. Robert, just shoot him. I know it says thou shalt not kill, but if your life is in danger, you have to defend yourself. You can't be a coward. He was drowning her in the freaking in the fountain. It's fun. That's right, girl. Yep. Bye bye. Yep. Scott Adkins dies in another movie. You don't say. He dies in a lot of his films. He also died in Doctor Strange and uh, Expendables 2. And she's not a girl boss. This movie got a better reaction than Ballerina did this year because Ballerina, a lot of people hated it. I don't get why. I don't know what they were expecting. They wanted a John Wick movie, but didn't get a lot of John Wick, so they hated it. I'm like, guys, it's not Anna's the Armis's fault. She was just doing her job. No, he has a transmit. Oh, what are you talking about? He has a transmitter, but he's not one of the killers. He drank it. He drank a coffee, and it was like, oh, oh. And I'll take Kelly Hu any day over Gemma Chan. Gemma Chan can't act. McAvoy, like James McAvoy, his chach. Yeah, he was forced into this. Why would a man of the cloth want to brutally murder people? You see, this is why Constantine is not a priest in DC because he's a demon hunter, and that's what I don't like about him. Because I'm like, I'd rather see the K-pop demon hunters because they don't have to do oogly boogly to kill demons. They just shoot them or hit them with a sword because it's a fantasy. It's not real. Oh, be careful! I don't want to drop this thing and break it. I mean, I have another DVD player downstairs, but still. I'm going to get a new DVD player because I've had this Sylvana for almost 10 years. I'll get one with a remote and then I never have to hear the volume too loud again because it shouldn't be that way because I don't want to go deaf. At least tomorrow when I do Christmas Twister, I won't need to do it here because the movie's on Tubi. I could watch it there. Yeah, he's in the tournament, but he doesn't has nothing to do with it. It is like John Wick because they put a bounty on his head and everybody wants to kill him. You would think that a premise like that would go stale, but no, they manage new ways for people to get killed. What are you doing here? Miles. Yep. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah. And it's shot really well. Like I don't think there's any CG in this movie because, like I said, I miss action movies that actually look like action movies, not like they color coded it with a bunch of computers. I'm fine with computer generated images in a superhero movie. That's fine, but not everything needs to be CG. No, don't do it. Don't. No, don't worry. No animals are harmed in this movie. If they were, I would hate this movie. Yes, he is. He killed an innocent animal that did nothing. Don't worry. No animals are harmed. They cut away and they shoot, but they don't shoot the dog. That poor animal. Why would you harm an animal? What did he do to you? You sick bastard. I don't harm animals. The only thing I kill is bugs because bugs, arachnids, and things like that are in the house. Pests, not mammals that live in this area. I don't harm animals. They were made first. Birds and the fish were made before humans were. We're 35 minutes in. We're about a third of the way through. That was a coincidence. This is not the same thing. Yep, I told you, even a telephone booth is not safe. This movie's a thrill ride. It just has a very, very fast pace. It doesn't have an hour to kill to waste time like Mission Impossible did. I can't believe that a Mission Impossible movie bored me this year. But again, if I saw that in the theater, I would have walked out. I would have been like, "Where's the action?" I didn't come here to see a recap of the other films. I came to see the ending of this franchise, and it ends on a whimper. Imagine if Endgame, nothing happened for 2 hours, and then we get the final battle. It wouldn't be earned because then it would be just a bunch of people talking, and that's not what Endgame was about. We had uh, Hawkeye's family disappearing, and then we had Tony in space, and then we had them beating Thanos, and then he had to go back in time. Things happened in that movie. Nothing happens in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It's a lot of talking, and it didn't need that first hour. It didn't. It could have been cut in half. They could have gotten to the boat in the first 20 minutes, not an hour and 30 minutes. You don't need to do that. Sometimes you got to do things faster. The Odyssey, I don't need it to be 3 hours and then an hour. We have to wait until. Yes, people kill each other. That's a good 360 set. No, it's not her accent. She doesn't have an accent. You're so sexy. Ugh. Mm. It's like Menger Zen. I met her at Comic Con and just what a peach. She's so nice and she gets the atmosphere of the nerd kingdom that I live in. It is. I agree with that. People throwing chickens and throwing popcorn and slushies in the movie theater. What in the Minecraft movie? I didn't do that when I streamed it on Max. I watched it as normal as I could, and I've never played the games in my life because the black guy's not being tracked. He cut his McAvoy is 500 to 1. Parkour. He's trying to make himself vomit, but He doesn't do that until they get on the bus. I know, Robert Carla. Nobody wants to. That's why I want to stay home. Well, I'm going out later, but I'm going to stay in this area. It's not a cop. I don't know. Blade? No, Blade's not in this movie. That was cool. Wesley Snipes was. I don't know if he was serving his time in prison around this time, but I think he was. That's why he wasn't in this movie. He didn't come back to cinemas until Expendables 3, and that was a terrible movie. That he could parkour like anybody, man. This movie is diverse, but it's not forcing it. It feels part of the plot. It doesn't feel like they inserted somebody. That was cool. That was awesome. Good stunt work, man. Again, I miss movies like this. You don't have to make Tom Cruise some like false messiah in a freaking action movie, guys. You're being pretentious and up your own anus, and I'm like, that's not what an action movie's supposed to be. It's supposed to be thrilling and entertaining. That's the key ingredients. Not being preachy, just be entertaining. That's all I ask. That's what I'm asking for the Mario sequel. Not asking for the meaning of life. I just want to see Mario and Luigi and the rest of them do another adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom with a new villain, if possible, and with Rosalina, who's going to be part of it. We still don't know who's playing her, but we'll see. We'll get to that. A bald eagle. See, eagle. The poor dog didn't stand a chance. Yeah, we're about halfway through the movie, 44 minutes in. A ring. Flashback. Because, yeah, we needed that. Just like in Tekken, we needed more flashbacks. Yeah, killing yourself won't bring your wife back. Sorry. That was a necessity, wasn't it?
Women. Yep, tits. You won't see it because I'm not going to get this video blocked. Nine? That's crazy. That's like a Comic Con that you have a bunch of people playing video games and some of them are like, are incels, yeah, in the game room. Yep, I saw the gun. Who brings a shotgun into a bar or a strip club? That was awesome. Did he just shoot one of the stairs? This guy's crazy, man. This guy is a trigger happy lunatic. He's more trigger happy than Elmer Fudd. She didn't do anything. She's not even playing this game. Is that Jeff Fahey? Because it looks like Jeff Fahey, the guy with the beard. Yep, gotcha. It is. It is because this man, he killed a bunch of people and some of them were not even in the game. In the Hunger Games, at least they kept them in the one location. It wasn't like Katniss killed a deer or something or killed, somebody innocent. No. That would have been mean spirited and it would have gotten an R rating. Right on the knee. Slowly I turn. You're dead. Yep, she's gone. He didn't kill him, he knocked him out. That was a mistake. This guy survived 7 Mission Impossible movies and then finally died in a nothing cameo. That's why I don't drink. I want to keep my liver alive. "52 minutes in. It's surviving of the fittest. Another flashback. This is the second one. This guy. He doesn't. I never started. Yikes. This guy's crazy. I like dogs. It wasn't me. Really? Cut his finger off. Yeah, I can't wait to hear this. You shouldn't share bottles. Yep. You're an idiot. You don't know that booze is alcohol is flammable. You fool. And no, he won't survive the flames. $7 hours left. Not for the stream, for the the tournament to end. It takes place all in one day. 'Chemical truck. 18 players left. The numbers are getting lower. It's amazing what people will do for money. Killing a rocket launcher. 6 players left. A gas station. X-Lax. Excuse me. There's a drink right there. You get it? He's from the UK. They like drinking. That guy did not survive that. He got burned alive. He should have been dead. How was he alive? He got incinerated. There's no way. I don't buy that. He should have been dead. He has a bunch of scratches and that's it? No. He should have been dead. Yep, they're fighting in the groceries in the store. He should have been dead. Mm. No, you're not sorry. What was that? If it was me, I wouldn't show any mercy. Some people need to get what they deserve. That was an awesome effect. Yep. If you don't die, they'll kill you. The transmitter will kill you already. It's like Suicide Squad. So this has way more blood. The phone's ringing. You can't show mercy in this movie. Yeah. Yeah. Time limit. I'm not gonna kill anyone. 65 minutes in. Oh, I have the desire to live. Exactly. In 4 hours, in 4 hours, they're going to be leaving because they're going to be watching Fantastic Four First Steps. I don't want nothing to do with that movie. I want to go out. I'm not going to kill anybody. He's fun. Yeah, the deaths in this movie are like from a horror movie. It is. It's painful. Hmm. No, she was scared. Yikes. Oh, it's not a bus, it's a truck. I thought it was a bus. There was a bus in the beginning of the film. An hour. They have an hour left. Less than 2 hours. A rocket launcher. Oh, there's the bus. Yes, I remember a bus scene. There is a bus scene. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one thing I remember about this movie: the bus scene at the end in the third act. Hmm. That was cool. A real explosion. Yeah, this is the bus scene. Yeah. Have you seen Speed? Yeah. In Speed, they didn't care how long the passengers were on the bus. They had to get them off. And that's a double decker bus, like in Harry Potter or The Mummy Returns. Gotcha. This is the scene I remember the most on the bus at the end. Again, a real man did that stunt. Bus stopping. It's crazy. It's like the bus scene in Shang-Chi. Remember that? Good spectacle, man. That's really good spectacle right there. Boom. No, not the gun. Oh my god. This is very dangerous. Don't try this at home. Hold on. It's crazy, man. It's, that's awesome. Yep. He's crushed. Yep, the Frenchman. Au revoir, dude. Amazing. That explosion looks like the one from Terminator 2. And of course when the bus stops, because that's what he did in the beginning of the movie. Yep. Here it comes. Robert Carlyle commits. That's for sure. So does Kelly Hu. And then yeah. Oh God. He got the transmitter out. I'm gonna be sick. Blah. That's disgusting. Yeah, I don't like characters that do that. That's what I hated in Knives Out. Every time Anna de Armas lies, she vomits. That's gross. Ryan Johnson, stop putting your fetishes in the movie. Upchucking is disgusting. It's not funny. It's just gross. The movie's almost over. I'm gonna be sick. At least I didn't have to see it. He's still alive because the movie's not over yet. We got a few more minutes. The movie's got 15 minutes left of the time remaining in the tournament. A farmland. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go. Five minutes. Only two people left. Those two guys are kind of fun. The guys on the computer checking all the cameras. Hmm. Here we go. The final minutes of the movie. He's heading there. Two minutes. Beep, 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 beep. This ends now. Of course it was. They always have to make it personal. A device. 30 seconds. Stop spitting, Ving Rhames. Jeez. He's like, "Who are you? Put, put." Yeah. Killing her's not gonna bring her back. Sorry. It's not. That's the cold hard truth. I could put it right here. Yeah. 10 seconds. And the clock is almost done. It's like the New Year's clock. Yep, he's dead. 3 seconds. 3.57 seconds left. Yep, you deserve that. Yeah. Again, stop spitting on people, Ving Rhames. You're gonna give them COVID. It's never necessary to kill anybody. I don't get why the movie loves to spit. I don't know. It's disgusting. It's a lot of bodily fluids in this movie. Mainly blood, spit, and tears. And also uh, vomit, but I don't want to see it talk about that. Yep, swallow the thing. See, Lili didn't die. She, yep, 3 seconds. Goodbye. We belong dead. Yeah, like the end of Frankenstein. Bye. Yep. Whee! Yep. The villain gets his comeuppance. I forgot about the ending because again, I haven't seen this movie in years. Yeah, these two guys, they survived that explosion because they weren't in the same room. There's death. There's dead bodies everywhere. At least the movie's not downbeat. Rogue One, everybody dies. There's reasons. And she's gone. And the movie ends here. It doesn't last another hour. And that was the tournament, guys. Entertaining. There's some things I would have changed about it, but Robert Carlyle, he did a good job, yeah. Kelly Hu as Lili. Yum Yum. Yeah, Ian Somerhalder. I heard of him before. Yeah, there's the main villain, Liam Cunningham as Powers. Ving Rhames as Joshua Harlow. The tournament. It's entertaining. If you want to watch it, it's on Tubi. This guy was Sebastian Foken as Anton. Craig Conway as Tomko. He died in the beginning of the movie. No, that was John Lynch, yeah, as Gene Walker. Nick Routry as Eddie Cusack. Rachel Grant as Lena Sophia. Those are the two guys, yeah. Andy Nyman as Tech Eddie. And Ida Goldberg as Tech Rob. Yeah, they're both Jewish. Scott Adkins, I know who he is. That's it. Scott Mann did a good job directing it. So if you've never seen this movie, watch it, at least on once on Tubi. It's very highly recommended. So that was the tournament. Next time I'll be doing Christmas Twister on the Tubi because I don't own the movie, so I'm going to just stream it tomorrow. So see you then, guys. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.